Good afternoon, everybody. Namaskar to all. I deem it as a great privilege that I've been invited here for this forum on illness to wellness. Falling ill is not a sin. Prolonged illness is definitely curable. And prolonged illness is something a matter of concern. Recently, I was going through, all of you must be knowing about it, I was going through some news article that there is an organization, international organization, an NGO. These people, they have gone to the beautiful Louvre Museum in Rome, and they have thrown pumpkin soup on Mona Lisa painting, the immortal Mona Lisa painting. And I was just going through who are these people? Why are they throwing this pumpkin soup on Mona Lisa painting? Of course, it had a glass, so the painting was saved. They belong to an organization called Food and Sustainable Agriculture. And they said that agriculture in Europe is sickening. So why is agriculture in Europe sickening? And why this organization showing their anguish on the policymakers, on the parliamentarians in Europe? You know very well that most of the legislations are promulgated in European Parliament. So the rivers in Europe are getting dried up. The agricultural practices across the globe are changing from time to time. And we need to handle this entire food ecosystem in the world very efficiently, effectively towards the human consumption. I just attended in Dubai a 4-day conference, a global food. All the countries came there and displayed their food products, vegetable, fruits, meat and meat products and all, right? So all of them, they are trying to showcase the latest products. As far as India is concerned, we are one of the largest producers in many of the food products, you know very well. The latest reports are saying that they are estimating that rice crop, we are figuring around 131 million tons. Wheat, 107 to 7.5 million tons. Oils, 37 million tons. Pulses, 26.5 million tons. Milk, 222 million tons. So these are all statistics which showcase that India is one of the largest producer of the food. But how are we dealing with this food? How is it causing illness? What are the causes of illness? We're talking about illness to wellness. That's a topic given to me. When you talk about the illness, whether we are getting ill because of excess use of food, or moderate and scientific use of food, or not dealing with the nutrients, the macro and micronutrients of the food. These are the areas which I would like to share my thoughts on. I was looking after one article, I was just going through the article given by, it is a research project in fact, by ICAR, Indian Council for Agricultural Research. This research project mentioned that before 1969, before the introduction of Green Revolution, Norman Borlaug and Dr. Swaminathan and all, the iron content, the zinc, the riboflavin, and other micronutrient contents in rice and wheat were more than 37% compared to the modern day rice and wheat in this country. So what the research paper says about, the ICAR research paper says that, have you compromised nutritional security with food security? We had to eat more, right? When we got independence, we were only 37 crore population. Now it's 140 crore population. You need to add on food every year. So we started producing more. Have you compromised on the nutritional security? So what is the nutrition that is required for the humans, right? Our ICMR and NIN, National Institute of Nutrition, which says about 1 RDA. So what is an RDA? That recommended dietary allowance one. For example, iron, the minimum that is given is 28 milligrams to 42 milligrams. Of course, total tolerable limit is more than 60 milligrams. So seeing this, that whatever nutrients which are supposed to be there in one RDA is not sufficient, We are eating palak, we are eating eggs, we are eating milk, we are drinking milk. But it is the micronutrients which are supposed to be enriching our body, enriching our human cells, it's not sufficient. Therefore, speaking of the policy matter, policy framework of Government of India, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji mentioned in 2017 itself that we must go for fortification. Let's go for fortification of rice. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, we have already allowed the food industry to go for fortification in milk, in wheat, and oil and others. But food fortification of rice is very, very important, which is already being implemented for the midday meal scheme in the schools and Anganwadis in the villages. Folic acid, B12 and iron. These are the things which we are giving through the fortification of rice. Now it is going to be universalized. Universal, we have more than 5 lakh public distribution system, the ration shops in 200 lakh panchayats. So we are going to have fortified rice available with you, right? So when we are giving this through fortification, whether people are going to get the nutrition benefits or not. What are the challenges which are posing us? The challenges are obviously the fertilizers, the pesticides. I was just talking to one of the doctors here, I think will be speaking next to me. He was mentioning that the pesticide levels. We have 200 scientists working for our organization. We have done 21 scientific panels. The scientific panel on pesticides, they gave us the mandate that let us go and take tea. We conduct surveillances in this country. Surveillance on milk and milk products, surveillance on tea. So we picked up tea samples, 10,000 samples across the country in almost all the districts, 776 districts which India has. All the districts we picked up tea samples, both from branded and non-branded, both organic also we have picked up. And the samples, we are not given to the media. I hope there's no media here. It is really disturbing. So then immediately I went to the tea board chairman, called the entire tea industry in Kolkata and presented that, see, these are the research findings. You be careful about it. The usage of pesticides. Then we went to Assam. And we have generated awareness among the farmers about the usage of pesticides. What is happening is, it is not the question of pesticides and the MRL levels, the maximum residue limits, which we have set, which we have synchronized, harmonized with Codex Alimentarius Commission, which is an international body which recognizes the maximum residue limits. It is a combination of both FAO and WHO. You already know about it. So these MRLs, one is that spurious pesticides getting into the market, the vegetables and everything, whatever you eat now, fruits which are coming onto our table. How safe are these food products? Recently, you must have seen High Court judgment. Delhi High Court has issued instruction to Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, for which I am the CEO, that you must inspect all the vegetables, pick up vegetables and the fruits, and study whether it is how much harmful pesticides are entering into this. Prohibited pesticides. We have prohibited many pesticides in this country, but they are still getting into this, right? This is one aspect. Second is the nutraceuticals thing, right? The nutraceutical industry, $150 billion industry across the globe. And our industry here is $4 billion. It is increasing by 14.2 CAGR, which is good. If Himachal Pradesh, Hyderabad, various parts in Uttar Pradesh, new nutraceutical companies are coming, because all nutraceutical, they talk about health supplements. For illness to wellness, when we are talking about only wellness now. So what is entering into wellness, in the name of wellness, is the nutraceutical industry coming in a very big way, trying to reach out to you, to give you health supplement, the dietary supplements, the probiotic and the prebiotic. Now postbiotic is also coming up now, right? We are happy about it, as long as it is genuine, as long as whatever we have prescribed in our FSSAI regulations, what are the ingredients that we have prescribed, if it is being followed, it's fine, right? This nutritional value which is getting into the pregnant ladies in the villages, in the tribal areas, tribal communities of this country. Fishermen communities, we have 7,500 kilometers of the coastline in this country. And hundreds of fishermen families, they are not accessible to the regular medicine. They are not accessible to the nutritious food. For that, yes, we have to make it accessible and also affordable. Affordability is very, very important. For this, Honorable Prime Minister, what did he do? He said, let us declare 2023 as the year of, International Year of Millets, right? And 2023 we have celebrated as a part of the UN celebrations. I don't think any country has celebrated as much as we have celebrated. The G20 meetings, more than 60 places, 200 meetings were held. Everywhere we have supplied millets and millets because it's called as superfood, right? We produce 14.5 million tons of millets in the country. 12% goes into animal feed. 6 to 7% goes into FMCG. And another 5% goes into alcoholic beverages, right? So we need to channelize this millets production. We are generating a lot of awareness for the use of millets, which will help. So we have just calculated the calcium, right? 100 grams of rice, it has some 24 to 25 milligrams of calcium, whereas in ragi, it is 370, 100 grams. So these things have to be propagated. Government has its own limitations. You people, I'm happy that the entire industry is sitting here, and we request everybody to popularize maximum through, it can be webinars, through social media, and various other channels of communications that we must propagate, and let us make. So when we are born, a child is born in this country, what do they say? Aishman Bhava. Shatamanam bhavati shatayupur shatendriye ayushvendriye pratitishthati. They say you must live for 100 years. A human being is born for living 100 years. And why is he dying? We have seen during COVID, of course, the causation of COVID is also food item, right? More than 5 million people passed away. But here in this country, it is only 500,000. Maybe because of the genes that we have, maybe because of the usage of Ayurveda products, the turmeric, the cinnamon, and spices. I don't know the reason. Scientists know the reasons why we could withstand the onslaught of COVID here in this country. So we have to live for 100 years. For that, children should have, illness should be reduced and wellness should be increased, right? I used to be Director General of Tourism earlier before coming here. So we have seen mushrooming growth of wellness centers everywhere, and they popularize spices and eat right. This is the most important thing. Eat right melas we conduct regularly. So eat right is one thing which all of us should know what to eat right. Iron, if it is taken with C vitamin, it is digested. The bioavailability in the body, it will be more if iron is taken with C vitamin. These combinations we don't know, right? Many people don't know. Educated people must educate the uneducated in the villages. And these are the thoughts which I want to share with you. And I thank once again the Financial Express for giving me this opportunity. And thank you so much. Jai Hind, Namaskar.